Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to Hackers and Engineers. Today I'll be telling you a lot of things about the Arduino UNO. So you can see in front of me there is a copy board of Arduino UNO. There are various kinds of Arduino UNO boards. This is one of the Arduino UNO board. It is actually a copy board of Arduino UNO. Today I'll be educating you about the parts of the Arduino UNO board. So Arduino UNO board is a very famous microcontroller and it is used for various robotics projects as well as IoT projects or mechatronics. Using this Arduino UNO board we will be doing a lot of projects in future, and as you can see there are a lot of various components. So today I will be telling you about all the parts, okay, one by one. And as you can see I have a Arduino UNO board which is a SMD board actually, okay. It's also called as a clone board. There are a lot of different types of Arduino UNO boards. This is one of them. Friends, let's get started. So first I will tell you about this particular thing. This is called as this is the main chip actually. You can see it is a brain of the Arduino UNO, okay. So you can see, you will count then if 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 8 8 8 all 8, okay. So total 32 pins are there here, okay, in this main microcontroller. This is also called as the brain of the Arduino UNO. Now if you see the slots, okay, there are a lot of slots in Arduino UNO at the at the side, at the corners, okay. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. Now coming to here, this side, it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 14. So you can see total 32 slots are there. So all these 32 slots are connected with this pins, okay, of this particular brain of the computer, this particular chip, and they are internally connected, and these 32 pins are connected with these 32 slots, okay. And they perform a lot of various processing tasks, okay, and input output and all these things. This happens here, okay. For example, our human brain, what it does, it will process, it will think, it will analyze all these things, okay, and produce the output from the inputs, okay. So this thing happens over here, okay. It will take the input from the actuators, from the sensor, and it will analyze it and help the output to be produced by the actuators. This thing happens over here, okay. Now you can see this part is actually nothing but a USB port, okay. Here, where what we can do is that we can connect the Arduino UNO controller with any computer or something, some other device, okay, using this port. So here data means in the USB data, it can come through this port. So here this is nothing but a this you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, okay. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, total 16 pins are there, okay. So this is also a chip, this is also a chip, and what it does is that, see the board and all, okay. Here what happens is that they understand a UART signal, okay. They understand the UART signal. What it does is that it converts, this particular chip, what it does, it converts the particular USB signals, because it will be connected with the USB port. So the USB signal comes from here, and what this particular 16 pin chip it converts the USB signal into UART signal, and vice versa it does, okay. And what it does is that it again takes the UART signals from the main chip and it converts it to USB signals, okay. This thing is done by this particular 16 pin chip, okay. Now you can see this particular thing. This is nothing but it is again refreshing a program. If a program has been written in Arduino UNO, so you can again refresh it by just clicking over this button, push button, okay. It's a pink color push button. You can refresh it, okay. Now you can see here is a black color thing, that is nothing called as a jack, okay. So here what you can do, you can connect a battery or something. You can add external power supply to the Arduino UNO board. You can see these two things, okay. These two things are nothing but They are called as capacitors. Okay, they are called as the capacitors. Okay, here you can see 47 35V, 47 35V. These are nothing but like 47 means it's 47 microfarad. It has the capacitance of, these capacitors have the capacitance of 47 microfarad, and it has also a capacity of 35 volt of power it can allow. That is what it represents. Okay, these are the capacitors. Okay, so as power enters into the Arduino, so what happens is that it goes through these capacitors. You can think like that. Okay, it goes through these capacitors. Now this particular chip which has 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 total 8 pins, it is nothing but called as a signal amplifier. It amplifies the signal, okay, sent to the board. Coming to this thing, it is called as a voltage regulator. Okay, voltage regulator. So what it does is that the voltage, the power which comes inside from the jack, what happens is that this voltage regulator used to regulate the voltage. A steady supply of 5 volt is made sure by this voltage regulator. It goes to the Arduino UNO board. This is the work done by this voltage, particular voltage regulator. Okay, now coming to this thing. Okay, so one thing you can say that this particular thing, okay, this particular part, okay, this capacitors, voltage regulator, jack and all these things, okay, signal amplifier, this whole thing you can think as a urinary or urinary, like our kidneys, the liver, okay, all these things, the way they used to filter out the waste products and make sure that our blood gets blood is clean and a steady supply of blood flow runs through our body. You can think like that only. Okay, so like liver, kidney and all, they used to filter. Okay, so these part is, you can assume like our body's liver, kidney and all these things which used to filter the blood and assure that particular blood flow, a pure good pure blood flow is pumped in and out, okay, in every part of the body. Now you can see this two silver things, okay, these two silver things, they are nothing but called as the crystal oscillators. Okay, so in many Arduino UNO copy boards or Arduino boards, you will see maybe 2 or 1 crystal oscillators. Okay, so what is the basic work of this crystal oscillator is, let's consider just one. It is actually a supporting crystal oscillator. This one is the main crystal oscillator. Now what basically is the function of this crystal oscillator is that it will send a normal clock signal. Okay, 16 megahertz means 16 million times. Okay, the frequency means it will oscillate 16 million times per second. Okay, so that kind so it will, what it will do is that it will assure a steady clock signal is received in the Arduino UNO board. Okay, so you can think that this particular silver thing, the crystal oscillator, is nothing but the heart of the board which sends blood supplies in a particular pulse rate or in a particular frequency, that you can assume also. Okay, why I am telling guys to relate the things, because if you relate things in your day-to-day life, you will be understanding and remembering them in a for a very long time. That is why I am telling you to just relate things while you study. Okay, now so we are clear with the crystal oscillator. Now coming to this thing, this is nothing but it is called as a ICSP, or sometimes in some boards it will be written as ISCP. Here also it is written as ISCP. So what happens is that with this particular thing, we no need to we no need to connect this USB port. If this sometimes the USB port will not work properly, we can use this particular thing to connect with other device and install a program in Arduino UNO, and this is what we can do. Okay, So this is how it is done with the this particular thing. Now guys, coming to the slots, see, you can see here is nothing but it is written as power. So you can see 5 volt one slot, 5 volt one slot, 3.3 volt, okay, GND win. Okay, so what basically it means is that these are all regarding the power. You need to connect the GND, the things. If you attach any sensor or any module, you need to connect the GND, as well as you need to get a power supply, no. So you can connect this slot with this 5 volt and or this 5 volt or this 3.3 volt to get a particular power supply. This is for analog input basically. This A0 to A5, these slots, these are for analog input. And coming to this particular slots, you can see these are basically for digital output. This is RX and TX, nothing but you can connect with any other microcontroller or any other device with this two particular RX or TX pin. And you can see there is a nearly equal to symbol in front of all some of the selected pins, some selected slots like 11, 10, 9, 6, 5, 3 and all. Okay, you can see this symbol, okay, PWM, and close bracket, it is like this. So what happens is that we get analog input, right? And sometimes we say that we get analog output, okay, but actually sometimes we get analog output. Okay, we think the output is somewhat analog, but is basically what happens is that the output is actually not analog, that is digital output only. What happens is that the digital signals are get fluctuated with this PWM pins in this PWM slots very fast rate, so much fast rate that it looks like analog signals. Okay, for example, when you are having switching on your ceiling fan, okay, and then again you are switching off the ceiling fan, okay, it will get on, then it will gradually become off. So now if you continuously repeat these things off and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, in a very fast rate, what happens is that the speed of the fan, it will steadily increase. Okay, the rotation of the fan will fluctuate in a very steady manner. It will steadily, slowly increase, slowly decrease, like these things happens. So this is basically the PWM pins. They work like this and they make the digital signal look like analog signals. Okay, there are a lot of things you can see. Even GND is also there, one ground pin is also there. Okay, so I guess you got a very brief idea regarding this Arduino UNO board, and as I said, I related these components to our real life things, so that it would be more nicely memorized by you guys, and you can I guarantee that after seeing this video you can really remember the functionalities and the things in a very nice manner. Once you just go and revise this thing and draw a Arduino UNO board and try to write the things, the, like for example, this is called as the brain. I said that it is like the brain of the Arduino UNO board. This is just like a heart. The crystal oscillator is just like a heart of Arduino UNO board, and this is just like the kidneys and the liver which filter the blood. Okay, like this you can if you can imagine, then we can you can remember this for a very long time. Okay guys, now in the next class I'll be showing you the working of the Arduino UNO board.